Alright, so I was just going to do a quick review on one of these little Kohlers from Sam's Club. This is an old Troy built 13 horsepower with a Honda. I've actually had this since 2005. I mean, that's 3,700 pounds, 4 gallons per minute. Really good to have a big one. We're going to get a new pump for it. Finally, after all the time, the pump just rusted out. So gonna get a new pump for this thing and fix it, but temporarily. Well, it's actually SIimpson from powered by Kohler. I really don't know how long it's gonna last, but I'll tell you what, a brand new Kohler engine started up first pull. I mean, that was, you know, you'd think it would probably give a couple pulls, but started right up. These Kohler engines are actually pretty good. I don't know in comparison to the Honda if they're quite as good. That old one there is a Honda. This is a Kohler. This is only 2.4 gallons per minute, but I would say anything too much less than that is too small really to use on a house to power wash, because it just takes too long. Like one of those little electric power washers, they just take too long to wash a house down. You could do it, but and it's not going to get off any of the peeling stuff. Like if you're going to use one of these pine cone or spinning tips, you really need at least 9 horsepower, at least 3 gallons per minute. 4 gallons per minute is the best, and you'll be able to remove like peeling eaves and stuff like that with this. Fortunately, this house we're doing right now is not peeling. It was the maintenance paint job. The guy's taking care of it really well, and we're going to go ahead and just do it. It just needs a repaint. He just caught it when it's in time. He's not a cheap guy. He wants it done right. So we're going to see some cool work. I don't know if I'm going to film that much of it, but we'll try to. One of the things you'll find on these is they don't have the really nice hose. I'll go ahead and pan shoot some of that stuff and maybe narrate over that so I can show you guys some of the stuff. Well, if you notice here, you can see the screw-on style line. It felt like it was pretty good quality as far as those go. It wasn't like the really cheap plastic hose, but I really don't like those. They just don't work that well for... So yeah, those hoses are kind of limited. They're only, I think, I don't know what that is, 25 or 30 feet or something, 35 feet. Let's see what it says on the package maybe. So it is really lightweight, which is nice for you guys, or if you're working out of a car or something like that, a smaller car, or has lower profile. I think you could probably get it in the station wagon, possibly. So it might be good for that, kind of lightweight. Puts out enough pressure to just clean a house off, clean off some stuff. As long as I said, long as it's not peeling and you don't need to use one of these, probably be okay with one of these pressure washers for a lot of jobs. So one of the things I always upgrade to if I was going to use one of those is, if you notice it had the screw-on hose thing, I put on these quick release. You can get a conversion fitting for these, for the quick release fittings, and then buy yourself a quick release hose. Now these quick release hoses are near $100 in some places. On Amazon I think you can get them pretty cheap, but you buy one of these quick release hoses. I bought this one here. I don't know what this one is. It's a really nice, good hose. I got it on Amazon, so it actually works pretty good, and it's of course made in China, like all this stuff is. It's not bad though. So what do they have here on the sizes? We got, it just says, didn't really say how long the hose is. It's not very long. I think it's about 30 feet. I don't think it's quite 50. And that's, you know, if you're doing houses, you really need a longer hose than that. So again, you could buy that smaller one, and if you're on a budget, like I said, you could buy the conversion fitting. It looks something like, it's actually the opposite of this. So it'll have one end that's got threads on it, and then one end that's got the male end, like this end here on it. And you put that on there, and then you get one for your gun, convert your gun over, or you just buy yourself another gun. Some of the guns you can't convert over, but this one I believe you can. Yeah, actually you can convert that gun over by using that same fitting that I just showed you a second ago. It looks like this. So this is a universal gun from Home Depot or someplace like that. We forgot our gun one day and just grabbed one at Home Depot. So they come with a fitting like this, and you just put that conversion fitting on just like this, and that gives you the quick release on the end. Again, this is the male end of it, and the female end looks like that. You just put that fitting on there. So you can convert them over and put that other hose on. So if you're doing a lot of work, you'll want the movable. So the weak point on the other pressure washer is this pump unit. If you look at the other one, it's all aluminum. We'll do a little clip of it real quick here, but I won't be having any sound on that. And it looks like the body frame of that other unit there is pretty good. Not too bad, you know, for a lightweight unit. But the weak point is going to be this. And these are actually replaceable, but they cost near the cost of the pressure washer. You can get an upgraded unit that looks like this one. And these ones last a lot longer. Like this one I've had from 2005 into 2022. That's a long time. So these type of units here are much better, the ones that look like that. So it just depends. That one there, you can see it's made out of a really cheap aluminum, and the aluminum is going to corrode, and it's just going to get bad over time. So I would say, using it a lot, I would say that I'd be surprised if that pressure unit will last maybe a little more than a year or maybe 2 years, and that's about it on that. But the engine probably will still be good, just like this one. The engine's still good on this old Honda, and it's, you know, the engine's fine. There's nothing wrong with the engine, and I'm just going to go ahead and replace the unit. And this one, I'm not sure. I think it's between $200 and $300 for that pressure washer unit, and for the smaller one, they're a little cheaper, but not that much cheaper. So you can replace those. So if you come back for another video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and see, I'm going to be doing a replacement of that on this pressure washer up here pretty soon. So anyway, I'll talk to you in the next one. Hope that helps you see what you need or what you want or whatever, and you get what you're paying for. And that one doesn't look too bad for the price. At Sam's Club, it was a lot cheaper than the ones at Home Depot, and it will probably last about the same amount of time. All the smaller ones usually last about the same.